Corbynomics. The word didn't exist a few weeks ago. It hints at the radical, but much of his plan is mainstream. There are controversial ideas, and they've been inspired by this man, Richard Murphy, an economist and chartered accountant.
Hello.
Labour under Corbyn would commit to re-nationalisation. First up, the energy sector. Today, the construction of Britain's first new nuclear power station in decades was delayed yet again. Hinkley Point is seen as proof that privatisation has failed, although the city estimates the cost of buying back state control of the energy companies to be as much as £185 billion.
No, look, I don't think that the figure is £185 billion for a minute, because you don't have to own all of the nationalised industries to put in place a plan where they coordinate. I haven't got a credible figure, because it depends upon the plan you put in place for each company.
Billions coming from the state
billions
sector.
Is not a problem. Let's be clear about it.
Not a problem, he says, because the plan is to raise money by cracking down on tax avoidance and evasion. Richard Murphy calculates the government is missing out on £120 billion a year of uncollected tax. The official estimate by HMRC is much lower. Someone's wrong.
Point is, the IMF and the National Audit Office both are supportive of HMRC's assessment of the tax gap, rather suggesting that yours is well wide of the mark.
I've at least had the decency to publish every single estimate that underpins my number and how I got to it. The revenue haven't.
If your calculations are correct, it suggests everyone in Britain is on the mend. Is that your belief?
Well, actually, the revenue themselves say they lose over 10% of VAT. That means £1 in every 10 spent in the UK economy is fundamentally going into somebody's back pocket.
The idea that's been most widely ridiculed is more quantitative easing. The Bank of England would be forced to create money and invest it in infrastructure projects via a national investment bank. Warnings of inflation and interest rate rises are dismissed by Murphy.
I think we are heading for another recession. I have put on the table a new plan which nobody else has so far thought about, but which is deliverable, which is technically possible, and people would see the tangible outcome: new houses, new schools, new hospitals, new transport systems, new energy systems, and they would be at work.
Could it work? Economists disagree, but Corbynomics has helped put Corbyn out in front. It's proving popular. Joel Hills, ITV News.